Those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. The rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Mankind must put an end to war before war puts an end to mankind. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. If not us, who? If not now, when? Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Do not pray for easy lives, pray to be stronger men. A man may die, nations may rise and fall, but an idea lives on. One person can make a difference, and everyone should try. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. Forgive your enemies, but never forget their names. Let every citizen, every man and woman, assume the task of making the world a better place. Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. We must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our lives. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. We celebrate the past to awaken the future. Things do not happen, things are made to happen. We must use time as a tool, not as a couch. Courage is contagious. When a brave man takes a stand, the spines of others are stiffened. Victory has 1,000 fathers, but defeat is an orphan. The great enemy of the truth is very often not the lie, deliberate, contrived, and dishonest, but the myth, persistent, persuasive, and unrealistic. Too often we enjoy the comfort of opinion without the discomfort of thought. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. A rising tide lifts all boats. Liberty without learning is always in peril, and learning without liberty is always in vain. Let us go forth to lead the land we love, asking His blessing and His help, but knowing that here on earth, God's work must truly be our own. Physical fitness is not only one of the most important keys to a healthy body, but it is also the basis of dynamic and creative intellectual activity. The greater our knowledge increases, the greater our ignorance unfolds. The human mind is our fundamental resource. Only an educated and informed people will be a free people. Our problems are man-made, therefore they may be solved by man. We cannot negotiate with people who say what's mine is mine and what's yours is negotiable. The stories of past courage can teach, they can offer hope, they can provide inspiration, but they cannot supply courage itself. For this, each man must look into his own soul. The rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God. There are risks and costs to action, but they are far less than the long-range risks of comfortable inaction. We must never forget that art is not a form of propaganda, it is a form of truth. We should not let our fears hold us back from pursuing our hopes. The best road to progress is freedom's road. If freedom is to survive and prosper, it will require the sacrifice, the effort, and the thoughtful attention of every citizen. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the future. It is an unfortunate fact that we can secure peace only by preparing for war. The goal of education is the advancement of knowledge and the dissemination of truth. A child miseducated is a child lost. I am the man who accompanied Jacqueline Kennedy to Paris, and I have enjoyed it. Politics is like football. If you see daylight, go through the hole. I look forward to an America which will not be afraid of grace and beauty. The hottest places in hell are reserved for those who, in times of great moral crisis, maintain their neutrality. In serving his vision of the truth, the artist best serves his nation. America's leadership must be guided by the lights of learning and reason. Our task now is not to fix the blame for the past, but to fix the course for the future. We are inclined to think that if we watch a football game or a baseball game, we have taken part in it. Let every public servant know that he can never escape the obligations of his office. I hope that no American will waste his franchise and throw away his vote by voting either blindly or indifferently. If we cannot end our differences, at least we can help make the world safe for diversity. The energy,